No investment advice provided. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Guys, how's it going? Swez is here. I hope everyone's well. It's rainy and cold up in the north. Winter's beginning to kick in. But hey-ho. Every day above ground's a blessing, right? It's Sunday, the 17th of the 10th, 2021. It's 8 minutes past 3 in the afternoon and the markets are closed. I mean, the crypto markets are not closed, but, you know, the AIM market and the FTSE are closed. Let's look at some tickers, guys, right? I'm going to do 10 tickers, and I'm going to put the description timecode stamps in the description box of the YouTube video. So just go to that and just click on the link, and it'll take you straight to the ticker of interest. We're going to look at EQT, DDDD, PREM, ODX, HEMO, GRL, ARB or Argo Blockchain, ZPHR, Hurricane Energy PLC, and we're going to have a look at Powerhouse Energy Group. And you know, if there's any wild cards that come up while we're doing this little mini Sunday stock roast or whatever you call it, you know, we'll just go on the fly. So let's jump straight to the charts, guys. So EQT. How do you pronounce it? Is it ECTEC? I've no idea. EQT daily chart in front of us. So we had this macro downtrend that price was in, and then price started adhering to this descending triangle, finding support at these key levels. You know, typically what you look for, right, when you're looking for areas of support on the charts is you go back historically and you're looking for these swing highs and these swing and various swing highs and various swing lows. So price is finding has been finding some support at these levels going back all the way to like 2018 on the charts. So we zoom forward and we have a look. Now, anyone that doesn't follow us on Twitter, please give us a follow, you know. And I've posted like, what, 12,500 charts nearly in just over a year. So, you know, I don't know whether or not there's anybody else that posts as many charts, specifically in the alternative investment market. Plus we do American stocks and crypto and stuff like that. But, you know, there's not many, I don't think, that post as many charts as we do. And, yeah, you know, work hard, trying to offer ideas and trying to offer winning ideas. And we're absolutely obsessed with how the markets move. It's what we do. Jump back to EQT. So we can see that price broke out of this descending triangle, broke out like on the 27th of September. And then what price appears to be doing, if we just zoom into the action, it appears to be consolidating. But I've been keeping a very close eye. Broke out, sold off, hit some lower levels. Price closed, should I say, on Friday at 1.280, which is 4.49% up for the trading last trading day of the week last week. So looking at EQT, right, what I think it needs to do, it needs to test, like it's beginning to test, this level. So we've got like this level which is like 1.310. Price needs to test and break that level so it can obviously move up. And then there's various different levels above. I need to try and figure out how it's going to be moving. I'm looking for channels. I'm keeping an eye on this level here that we've not got a head and shoulders reversal pattern forming. Keeping an eye on that. That level's 1.348. Price needs to close over that, but immediately we've got this level of resistance that it's like a little consolidation zone. But so far so good. The markets take their own sweet time, guys, as we know. And you know, that's the thing about, we can't force our own ideas onto the markets. That's impossible. Instead, we have to try and decode what the market makers are up to, and you know, and try and figure out the flow of the market, the trend, the market state, that sort of thing. Let's look at DDDD. So we'll jump to 4D Pharma PLC. Again, we're just looking at the daily charts today. We don't need to screw down to the 4 hour. So I drew this trend line. We've got this lower trend line, which I think is a strong area of support. I've cloned it, stuck it to the swing high. We had a head and shoulders reversal, like a lot of the tickers in the AM have been selling off for a lot of the year. It appears that we're beginning to get some sort of support at these levels. All right, price closed 68.6, 7.02% up on Friday, last Friday. So are we now finding support with double D, double D? If we are, we've got some nice market structure up ahead. If we are finding support on this larger macro idea, there's even more market structure up ahead. But let's see what happens. We need to see. Price looks like it's trying to get above the 21 EMA on the daily chart. Okay, and then we've obviously got the 50, the 100, the 200 up ahead. And if the buyers can come back in, and if the buyers are coming back in, should I say, I think one of its next major tests would be looking at the charts. If the bulls are back in, its next major test would be around about 97 pence, looking at it. Okay, so interesting times for double D, double D. But you know what? I wish all holders the best. I really do. Yeah, I'm not pumping any stocks. I'm not working with any hidden agendas or anything like that. I literally draw the charts and then just report back what I see from the charts using my specific system, a TA, and that's pretty much it, guys. Let's have a look at PREM. PREM's making some interesting moves. So we'll just jump to PREM, let it load up. Right, okay. I cleaned the chart up a while back so we can see what's going on. I believe that this is the bullish uptrend with PREM. Price closed at 0.210 Friday, which is 2.44% up. Now, I've not adjusted this lower trend line, right, with Premier African Minerals for quite a while. And look at this textbook's close. So we just zoom in. We can see we've literally got a textbook close. Price has closed virtually perfectly back in to this trend line idea. So looking at this trend that it's been in for a while, this ascending channel, we need to see the buyers come back in. We've got this market structure up ahead. But we can see that there's a level that PREM needs to defeat moving forward in the short term, which is like 0.249, yeah? Price really needs to get over that now. We can see that it's just been, every time it's been hitting this level of like, 0.246, 0.250, that kind of level. Price has been hitting that level and selling off. It's like a mini ranging market state, but within this larger ascending channel. And if we zoom out, that's how I see the larger super macro channel with PREM. So, but it's good to see that close that we got. Okay, it kind of confirms this channel idea that I drew a while back with PREM. Let's have a quick look. ODX, guys. Right, this is good to see. So I've got this larger super macro channel idea with ODX. If we just zoom out, I've connected this lower trend line. We're getting quite a few touches. Of course, we had the inverted head and shoulders sell-off. Price was selling off, you know, from like February of this year. Selling off, coming down in this descending triangle. Then price found support. Now, the reason why we've got the little blue arrows is candles of significance, yeah? I mean, just look at this, guys, right? So anyone that's a holder and following ODX will be fully aware of this very strong, solid buying candle that we had on the 23rd of August. It was an engulf as well. I mean, this just tells me that the market makers didn't want ODX to drop any further, even though price came up, but then sold off. But as we can see, every time that price has been reacting with this lower trend line, it's been finding support. And of course, we had a close of, was it 51p, which is 7.37% up last Friday. Good close with ODX. Few people have been saying that ODX is trending down. I dismiss that idea. I don't personally believe it. Looking at the macro picture, I don't believe that ODX is trending down at all. I see it as bullish. And we've got some cup and handle continuation patterns. Price broke out of this descending triangle. The market makers created a very bullish candle. And then we've had, on Friday, we've had a pretty decent level of support as well on Friday. Volume was a touch low, 3.892 million, but nonetheless, it's a pretty decent candle. Are the buyers going to come back in and utilize this market structure up ahead moving forward? Let's see. I think it's finding support, and I like the way it's looking. Should we look at HEMO? And by the way, guys, right, when I'm calling out my interpretations of the markets, yeah, I'm not saying that price will not sell off a bit or, go up, go down, go sideways. I'm not saying any of that. I'm talking about the general trend and movement, right? I'm not working out for these podcasts precise entries and exits and things like that. That will be financial advice. We don't offer financial advice. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only, of course. But we have a very high accuracy rate with our charts. We absolutely do. HEMO, right, on the daily chart. So this is the idea. I predicted that price would sell off on the 13th of October. I also made a long-term prediction, well, all the way back in, was it like June, that price would go sideways for a while, and it did. The reason why I knew that with a decent amount of certainty was we have this larger descending macro downtrend, and I detected that price was going to, move across to want to eventually test and break out, which it did on the 5th of October. So I've covered HEMO quite a lot. This is the channel idea. I did a redraw. So you know what? Price may want to drop down a little bit, possibly, and price may want to sell off a little bit. But below we've got support. Price closed out on Friday 2.075, 4.27% up. I think this is the trend at the minute. This is the local trend, which is this uptrend channel. We got a larger consolidation zone, which encompasses the ascending channel, right? And that level, 2.645, is a level that price is going to have to deal with at some point in the near future if it wants to move up, right? We can see we have this sell-off. Possibly an inverted head and shoulders reversal. I mean, I'm not being bearish on HEMO. I'm literally looking at the charts and saying, right, okay. If we just look at this here on the macro, right, this is a potential inverted head and shoulders. So this is the potential left shoulder here that formed like 16th of June of this year. This is the head, and then the right shoulder was when we had that big spike candle, the pump and dump candle that we had on 13th of October, right, last week. Price came up in the daytime, the buyers came in. I can only imagine how many people jumped in to buy HEMO. It was being pumped heavily in FinTwit and various other forums like the LSC and what have you. Fair enough, if you're a fan of HEMO, amazing. I know there's a lot of good fundamental stuff and all the rest of it, but I'm just looking at it from a charting perspective. The buyers didn't want to push it any higher. It sold off, and then it came down, back down to these levels, right? So if price is going to sell off a little bit more, we need to see with HEMO that price is going to find some support at these lower levels. And if the buyers are coming back in, we need to see it test these levels up ahead. And that key resistance level moving forward with HEMO is like 2.635. So we've got it tagged, we've got it bagged, we've got it price alerted. Let's see what happens, yeah? And I understand it's very difficult sometimes taking the emotions out of the charts. Taking the emotions out of these tickers, especially when there's money involved. You know what I mean? We're all guilty of falling in love with stocks and tickers, and then being let down hard at times. Sometimes we're not let down, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? We've all been there. Let's have a look at what should we have a look at next? Let's have a look at GRL. I just have to manually find it, yeah? To give us 2 ticks, guys. So let's have a look. GRL. Goldstone Resources Limited. Right, let's jump in. Boom. Here we go, guys. Right, okay. Goldstone Resources Limited. We've been charting it for over a year with Swayze's Charts Disco. We've made some great calls with GRL. So I'm just going to jump out, right. So I reckon this is the macro uptrend. This appears to be, it's a funny channel, but price came in, resistance, consolidated, doing nothing, then up, we can see. Doesn't like this upper support, sold off. And recently with GRL on the 17th of September, the buyers came in and offered some really strong support, which is why I put the lower trend line to the swing low of this candle here. Price closed 11.25. On Friday, 5.88% up. What is interesting, right? If you just zoom in on the daily chart to GRL, so price is broken and closed over this level of resistance, this short-term level of resistance that we had. And price does like to return to gaps. So you can see that on the 16th, we have this gap. Boom, price came down, sold off, buyers came back in, created this candle here, then went into this consolidation zone. So the buyers trying to say that GRL's coming back in. The buyers are coming back in with GRL. I mean, possibly. I mean, looking at this macro idea, we have got some beautiful market structure up ahead if the buyers are coming back in. I can see that price is trying to get above a couple of the EMAs as well. It's getting above the 21. And what else is it trying to get above? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, we've literally got the 200. Like, it won't take much for price to get on top of that, the big daddy of all the EMAs, the 200 EMA. And if it does, I mean, looking at it instinctively and looking at it from my system of technical analysis and all the thousands of charts I've drawn over the years, I think it's going to go bullish real soon, looking at it. I really do. We got a nice convergence of the EMAs with GRL, so stay tuned, all right. Stay tuned on that. Get it price alerted. Bag it and tag it. Let's see what happens. Should we look at Argo Blockchain? Right, guys, here we go. Argo Blockchain PLC, right, not new to us. Charted it for absolutely ages. Right, so did a bit of a tidy up with it not so long ago. This, I think, is a lower trend idea for support with Argo. And then price came out this descending triangle, selling off, and it's just been consolidating for a while. Price peaked up above that consolidation zone and closed over it on the 17th, but then came back down. We got 120p close Friday, 8.11% up, decent day. And what I was looking for, right, I kept the original trendline idea from these swing lows back in July. I let price come out on purpose, right, come out to the low, which it did, but we've got the buyers coming back in. So that kind of signifies to me, looking at it, that the buyers are currently in control with Argo, with ARB. And I expect, looking at the charts, I expect price to want to come up and retest 170p. I think I possibly see, let's have a quick look at trying to draw this. I mean, there's a potential for a head and shoulders reversal, but possibly. I mean, possibly, but you know, there's also cup and handle continuation patterns as well. But I don't think it's going to do that. Looking at it, I think the buyers are going to come back in and want to test these levels up ahead. We might have some sort of an ascending channel within a channel idea going on. I'm just seeing something. Right, let's have a quick look, guys. I mean, we've got multiple touches with this upper trend line, right? So let's just get rid of this consolidation zone. Let's just clone this channel idea. Right, okay. We could see some support and price coming back in. We could see a swing up with Argo. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not doing such a great job today. And I wasn't even drinking yesterday, guys. You know what I mean? Right. Let's have a quick look. Let's just go to the tickers. What should we look at next, guys? Yeah, let's have a quick look at ZPHR because it's pretty much done what I predicted it would do. Right, price came down, sold off, broke out with conviction, and it's retesting these levels, right? It's retesting its all-time high, and that's pretty much what price has done. And what you get with a lot of times the markets, as you know, guys, is price will have a nibble on the all-time high before wanting to, test new higher highs and new all-time highs. So we had some lovely buying activity last week with Zephyr Energy PLC. Price closed 7.30 pence, which is 5.04% up. So is price going to want to have a nibble again? I mean, it's so close to its old. What was its all-time high? It's 7.95. So price tried to test that, didn't quite get there. Tested 7.8 on Friday. So I think it's going to want to test its all-time high, and then if it likes it, it might have a go at utilising the market structure up ahead. Let's have a look at Hurricane Energy, because that was a massive winner for us. Really, really good winner with us using our system of technical analysis that we learn in Swayze's Charts Discord. Send me a DM, guys. Got some cracking discount offers at the minute to come and join our community. Got some real top quality people in there. And I think we're now 167 members. A lot of content, full curriculum of how you learn this system from the foundation all the way up to expert level. And we're a dynamic, friendly community. And we absolutely love it. Right, so Hurricane Energy, right, has pretty much adhered to my ideas. It's retesting. It's having another go at this level of resistance above. So price closed 4.752 Friday, which was 4.58%. It's come back up and it's testing, but price is at resistance. Right, so this is the macro trend idea channel that I drew, and it's been pretty much bang on, to be honest with you. Price came out of this descending channel. This is the smaller channel within a channel idea that I see. All the EMAs is still underneath price, maybe stretched out a little bit, but we're going to have to see how price handles this resistance moving forward. All right, guys, let's have a quick look at Powerhouse Energy Group, because it's PHA has been very tricky to chart, but I'm relatively confident that I've got a handle on it, right? So we've had some... last week was pretty bullish. I think price went up 21% in 2 days. The last 2 days of last week, Thursday, Friday, price closed at 4.5 pence, 4.65% up. Previous day did 6.22% up. A lot of stuff going on in the background with Powerhouse Energy, with collaborations with Hydrogen Utopia and the deal with Linde on the back of that, which should be signed soon. Touch wood. And fabulous company. Look into them if you don't know who they are. They're all about turning unrecyclable plastic waste into energy, hydrogen, and electricity. And we need stuff like that in this world, because if you ever see the oceans, and it's just an absolute nightmare, landfill sites. We've got all this plastic. This technology of this company with the DMG units can actually turn unrecyclable plastic into something useful. And I'm generally very bullish on hydrogen technology right now. I mean, you only need to look even in mainstream media and look at people like BMW, Hyundai, Mercedes-Benz, all looking and researching and looking at the hydrogen cell technology as a viable method of powering our economies, our transport, our homes moving forward. So PHE, right? So this is how I see the more immediate channel. Okay, moving forward, if the buyers want to stay in with PHE, we've got this market structure up ahead where price is going to start to want to test 6.5, 7p. I see this as the larger macro ascending channel, and if because price moves channels within channels, price moves channels within channels within channels within channels, if you really want to boil down to how crazy price actually moves, but we haven't got time for all that today. So we got this channel within a channel idea. Looks like the 21's getting underneath price, the 50, the 100, and the 200 are just above. Price can get on top of them. we could exploit this beautiful market structure up ahead. And you know, I am a fan of the technology and what it could represent to clean up this this world of ours. So there you go, guys. All right, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I wasn't going to do a podcast, but I thought, you know what, let's just knock out 10 tickers. I don't know if there's any wild cards we can have a quick look at. We've covered 10. I can talk a glass eye to sleep. You know, if you don't follow us on Twitter, please give us a follow, give us a like, give us a retweet if you find any of this information useful. Okay, I'm trying to get to 4,000 followers. We're currently at 3,847. Hey, join our new Telegram group as well. We've got like 411 members now, once I got rid of all the bots. But it's going pretty well. We've got some pretty decent chart technicians in there and some fundamental people as well who know a thing or two about how the markets move. All right, so I'll get this uploaded, guys. I'll put the timestamps in the description box. Hope everyone's had a fantastic weekend. Hope everyone is well. And I look forward to hearing that bell ring tomorrow morning. I'm completely addicted to the markets. I know that you guys are as well. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know. What are we going to do? We're going to play chess or something like that, or Scrabble. We have to do something with our time at the end of the day, right? So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you soon.